Cheers. What's up, guys? Good morning, or at least it's morning for me. Right now it is 8:37 in the morning and I'm a couple minutes late for when I was supposed to drink that. I have my glucose test today, which will be obvious by the title of this video. I just drank my lovely drink. They gave it to me to take home and they told me to drink it 30 minutes before my appointment. Well, my doctor's office is actually at the hospital I'm delivering at, and that office is about 35 minutes from my house. So I couldn't drink it before I left, and I didn't really want to drink it while I was driving. So I tried to leave my house at a time that I could get to the parking lot of my doctor's office just about 30 minutes before my appointment, but I was about 5 minutes late, which is fine. I'm sure they'll be fine with that, but I just need to remember to tell them I drank it at 8:35 or 8:36 or whatever. So first of all, the glucose test, it tests for gestational diabetes, and gestational diabetes is having diabetes just while you're pregnant, and it usually starts in the last trimester of pregnancy. I did have it with my first pregnancy with my daughter, and I am highly suspicious that I have it again just because of some symptom stuff that's been going on. So I just drank the drink. If you have to drink this, if you're pregnant, you're gonna have to drink this, and when you do, I highly recommend you just drink it quickly. I couldn't chug the whole thing in one shot, as you saw, but I pretty much got it down within like 60 seconds. Like, there's no point in sipping on it. It's not that bad. It's just like very sweet. So anyway, I didn't have much for breakfast this morning. That's not something my doctor told me to do. But if you're testing your body's ability to process carbs and like sugar, basically, which is also carbs like break down into sugar, which I learned a lot about that last time I had gestational diabetes, you don't want to have a really carb or sugar heavy breakfast. So cereal, oatmeal, fruit, all that stuff is no good. So all I had for breakfast this morning was a string cheese, which is very low carb and is basically just protein and fat. So yeah, I had that. I have another snack in my bag. I'm gonna walk into the office to have my appointment. They're gonna draw my blood. I'll find out probably within like the next few days whether I have gestational diabetes or not. Well, actually, I think what will happen is they'll tell me I failed my first test, and then they'll make me do the 3-hour test, which is fasting. You have to drink one of these that's twice as strong, I believe, and then they draw your blood 3 times, 1 hour, 2 hours, and 3 hours after you drink your drink, which I almost passed out multiple times during that. Like, it was, anyway, hopefully if I fail, they just are like, okay, you have it, and I don't have to do that. But yeah, so I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna go have my appointment, and I will probably come back and talk to you guys, I don't know, maybe like a few days from now when I get my results. That's probably when I'll come back. So next time I see you, we should have lab results. Yeah, I'm just calling because I got a voicemail saying that I had lab results in and I should give you guys a call.
Oh, sure. What's your date of birth? All right, I'm going to connect you right on over to our nurse.
Thank you.
And unfortunately, you did not pass that 1-hour glucose screening.
Yep. Okay.
So they would like you to do a 3-hour test.
Okay, thank you. I failed my test. Can you believe it?
I did.
I'm all done with my phone call, yeah. Yeah, they checked it, and I have to take another one. So I might have to go back to the doctor tomorrow. But luckily, Mommy is very brave, and so I'm not scared.
Just happy.
Just happy, that's right.
Mommy happy.
I am happy. They love you. So as you saw there, I failed my 1-hour glucose test, and my numbers were, so normal range is 65 to 139, and I got a 152. So I wasn't surprised at all because I had gestational diabetes my last pregnancy, and so I just thought for sure I was gonna get it again. I Googled it, and I think it's about a 50-50 chance of getting it again, but around like 26, 27 weeks, I started really not feeling well, and that's kind of when you get into the 3rd trimester, so it could have been related to that, but I really was convinced that it was gestational diabetes because I had it before and I just had it in my head that I'm definitely gonna get it again. So I had to go in for the 3-hour test, which I did, and now that I'm talking to you guys, I'm already done with that test. I have my results. So the 3-hour test was not fun, but it was a lot better than I remember 3-hour test being last time. Last time I remember feeling way worse during the test, and it just like felt like it lasted forever, and this time it kind of flew by and I felt fine. I don't know if it was because last time I was like pregnant for the first time and I didn't have like a toddler at home to attend to when I got home, and like this time I was like, oh, this is like a little break where I get to like relax for 3 hours. So but yeah, anyway, I just didn't really think much of it. And then when I got my results, I was beyond shocked that I passed my 3-hour test.
So I was just looking, I do see for your glucose test was normal.
Really?
Yep.
Oh my gosh. So I do not have gestational diabetes. I just felt so many emotions that day. I wish I would have filmed, but like I just couldn't even wrap my head around it. I felt like really excited, but then really confused. And I made the nurse actually give me the numbers over the phone, not just like tell me I passed. I was like, what were each of my numbers? Because they take 4 blood draws over the course of 3 hours. A fasting one, and then you drink the drink, which is double the amount of glucose as the 1-hour test. And then they test your blood after 1 hour, 2 hours, and 3 hours. So my numbers were 76 for the fasting. For the 1 hour, I was 175. For the 2 hour, I was 115. And for the 3 hour, I was 89. And I looked back, and for the 3 hour blood draw, when I had gestational diabetes, I was at like 189 at 3 hours instead of 89. So it's like was double last time. So I clearly don't have it. And it's such a relief. However, I really still have not been feeling well, and I don't know if it's just how I feel in the 3rd trimester. Last pregnancy, I thought I wasn't feeling well because of the gestational diabetes. I felt like so exhausted, and I would get these like waves of dizziness and faintness, and just all of a sudden I would feel like the color drain out of my face, and I like I was hit with like a wave of exhaustion, and I just have to like sit down and like breathe for a second, and that's still been happening this time. So I'm now thinking that was unrelated to the gestational diabetes, and that's just what my body does in the 3rd trimester. So that was kind of like why I was a little bit emotional about the results, because I was thinking, well, if I don't have it, I'm gonna feel much better this time around in the 3rd trimester than I did last time. And I just don't know that that's gonna happen. My body just may not handle 3rd trimester pregnancy very well. So I'm feeling a lot better about it. Like I am very relieved that I can have a cookie here and there, or like several cookies, and I don't have to test my blood sugar 4 times a day and measure out my portions and check in with like all these extra doctor's appointments, and all that is a huge relief. And there's just one less complication for like delivery and stuff, and better chances of having a healthy baby delivery. So that was a huge relief, but I just like wish I was feeling better. So it's kind of hard to celebrate when I just thought that feeling so awful in 3rd trimester was related to the gestational diabetes, not just how my body handles pregnancy in 3rd trimester. However, this is my last pregnancy. We're only having 2 kids, and this is number 2. So I just need to get through at this point, like, I don't know, 10, 11 more weeks, and I'll be done. So I know it's gonna fly by, and I'm just so excited, and it's worth it for this little sweet baby that's growing in me, but it's hard. And also I am taking care of my daughter full time, who's almost 3, and she is just amazing, but she's a handful because she's a almost 3-year-old. That's where I'm at. I will do a full pregnancy update for what's like everything that's been going on the last month in like an upcoming video. So I'm not gonna tell you like all my stuff that's going on, but I did want to come on and let you guys know that I do not have gestational diabetes, and I am so relieved and just like still kind of in shock about it. Like every time I go to eat a cookie or like something like that, I'm like, wait, no, I'm allowed to have this. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys soon in my next video. Bye.